Apple just held one of the most important software events in the company's history, and somehow not a single new product came with it. No Apple TV, no HomePod, no Mac Mini, nothing. Just software for 2 full hours. Now, that would be fine. Except Mark Gurman told us weeks ago that the Apple TV and HomePod Mini are both finished, boxed, sitting in a warehouse somewhere, ready to ship. Apple looked at 2 complete products, looked at WWDC and said, "Not yet." And the reasons behind that decision are more interesting than most people realize because there are 2 completely different explanations and one of them has nothing to do with Apple at all. The first reason is straightforward and it applies to the Apple TV and HomePod Mini. Apple built both products to be showcases for the new Siri, the A17 Pro chip inside the new Apple TV, the redesigned speaker system inside the HomePod Mini 2. Neither of those matter much without the software that justifies them. And the new Siri, the rebuilt version powered by Gemini with personal context, conversation history, and actual usefulness, is launching in beta mode with a waitlist. It is not fully available until mid-September at the earliest. Apple's logic is that releasing a HomePod built around a new Siri experience before that Siri experience exists publicly makes no sense. You would be buying a speaker for a feature you cannot use yet. So, both products wait probably until September or October alongside the iOS 27 public release and the iPhone 18 launch. The hardware is ready. The software it needs is not. Now, the second reason, and this one is genuinely serious. Right now, in June 2026, getting a Mac Mini or a Mac Studio from Apple is almost impossible. Not because Apple stopped selling them, because Apple cannot get enough RAM to build them. Certain Mac Mini configurations with 32 GB and 64 GB of RAM have quietly disappeared from Apple's online store entirely. The Mac Studio with the M3 Ultra chip and 256 GB of RAM gone. If you order certain configurations today, delivery estimates are running 4 to 5 months out, not 4 to 5 days, 4 to 5 months. The reason is a global memory chip shortage, and it is being driven by something most people have not connected to their laptop order yet. Every major tech company on the planet is racing to build AI data centers right now. Nvidia, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Meta, all of them buying memory chips at a scale that has genuinely squeezed the global supply. The same chips that go into Mac Minis and Mac Studios are the same chips going into AI servers. And right now, the AI servers are winning that queue. Tim Cook himself acknowledged this on record, saying these models could be hard to obtain for months. That is not a supply chain wobble. That is a structural problem Apple cannot solve by making more products. The M5 Mac Mini and M5 Mac Studio were reportedly ready to announce at WWDC. Both were pulled, not because the hardware is not finished, but because announcing a product you cannot ship to most buyers for 4 months is worse than not announcing it at all. Apple would rather stay quiet than create a waitlist situation on top of an already broken supply chain. Mac rumors confirmed this week that both the Mac Mini and Mac Studio updates, and potentially the MacBook Ultra could slip all the way into 2027 depending on how long the RAM shortage continues. Here is the full picture of what is actually coming later this year though, because the fall lineup is shaping up to be enormous. iPhone 18 Pro, iPhone 18 Pro Max, and the iPhone Ultra in September. The new Apple TV 4K and HomePod Mini 2 alongside the iOS 27 public release. A new full-sized HomePod, the Home Hub, Apple's first smart home display with a 6 to 7-inch screen, FaceTime and Apple Intelligence built-in, AirPods Ultra with cameras, and the M5 Mac Mini and Mac Studio whenever the RAM supply situation allows. That is a product slate that makes WWDC's hardware silence feel less like Apple failing and more like Apple deliberately compressing everything into the biggest fall event they have ever had. Apple did not release any hardware at WWDC. 2 products are ready and waiting on software. 2 more are ready and waiting on RAM chips being snapped up by AI companies. And the entire lineup is being held back for a September and October that is going to be genuinely hard to keep up with. So here's the question. Would you rather Apple release the Apple TV now without the new Siri, or wait until it actually does what it is supposed to? Let us know in the comments below. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.